like so.
Yeah,
okay, there we go.
Perfect.
Now we can get some of both of what we're working on in here. So we tonight are working on special drills, and I just pulled them out of the drawer. So I haven't even started on mine yet. Maddie's got some of hers. She's got hers at least opened up. Show them. Move your tray so they can see the picture of what she's working on. She's got this cute little cat.
It's a carnival cat, or
Yep.
Mardi Gras, or masquerade.
Masquerade cat, yes.
Oh, yeah. It has a little peacock on its head.
Oh, it does. How cute. Two masked ladies. Mm-hmm. And another little mask right there.
It's cute.
And these all get like teardrop drills, all those little guys. Yeah, that'll be really cute. All those colors of the rainbow. Very, very, very cute. And I am going to work on this sign that I was going to start at the retreat, and I never got around to it. So, yeah, let's get started. How is everybody doing tonight? I hope you guys are all doing awesome. I've missed you all. I got to tell you all about last week and why I wasn't here. Nancy's here. Hi, Nancy and Jody. Hola. Catherine's here. Hi, Catherine. Did I hear you say you were at the lake in Mindy's live? Joe's here. Hello, hello, Joe. And Dawn. Hi, Dawn and Sherry. Sue's here. And Mary Lou, Margaret, Marion. Hi, V. How are you? Brenda. How are you? Diamond Heart. How are you? And Jennifer. And Anita, hello, hello. Oh, somebody's knocking at our door. Let's see who it is. Come in, you may enter. Oh, it's just Nate. I got Nate's being a little, no, Nate's being a little punk tonight, okay?
He is.
He's being quite a little punk. Oh, Cindy Stevens is here. Hi, Cindy. How are you? I haven't heard from you in forever. I miss you. I was just talking to somebody about you. I was talking to Mindy about you, I think last week when we were on our yarn crawl. I'm trying to decide which one of these I don't think I want to start with the sign. I think I want to start with
those.
I think I want to start with something fun.
I would like these to just be on my fridge.
Oh yeah, you could just put them on your fridge.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Ooh, the heart looks fun. Yeah. Ooh, the pumpkin.
I like the pumpkin.
I'm gonna do the pumpkin. Yep, pumpkin first. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Hi, Chantel. Dazzle Diamond Dreams. That's a cool name.
I like that.
I haven't used this pen in forever. This is my Flower Girl Blanks pen. I got this from O'Brien on Etsy, but I haven't used it in forever, and I don't think that and when I say forever, I mean like a year. So I don't think my glue dot is going to be sticky anymore. So I got to take a second and put in a new glue dot. So that might take me a minute. Hi, Sean. How are you? Oh, your husband's working on this sign? That's cool. That is very cool. Yeah, I've had this for quite a while. I think actually I bought this at the Great Lakes retreat last year from Craftably, and I just haven't had a chance to work on it. So I thought in honor of smashing the specials, I would break out some special drill kits. Maddie was going to crochet tonight. She's a bit mad at me that I'm making her diamond paint instead of crochet.
I'm just so close to being done with my sweater that I just spilled Diet Coke all over.
Yeah, yeah. It is a very pretty sweater. It's like a heather gray. Would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the fuzzy yarn.
Yes. She's using, is it Red Heart Soft?
Red Heart Brushed.
Brushed. Red Heart Brushed. If you've ever used that yarn, it actually is very nice yarn.
It's cheap. I got 5 skeins for $16. I had a
what?
Coupon. I had a 25% off coupon.
Wow, that's awesome. That's very cool. Busy. Yeah, Cindy, I saw that you guys are doing a retreat. That sounds super fun. Hi, April. How are you? Yeah, Cindy, me and Mindy are also doing our own retreat in May of 2024 here in Michigan. So that's awesome. It's a lot of work, but super fun. So tonight we did break open the wine that I had 2 weeks ago that I never ended up opening, the Leelanau. Let me see the bottle. The vintage of the night, as Maddy will display, is the Leelanau Cellars Lakeshore Collection Riesling. I bought this when Jeff and I went up to Leelanau Peninsula for the day about a month ago. And it is delicious.
It's really good.
If you can get your hands on this, and if you're into wine, this is really, really good wine.
Did I tell you about my wine club?
No, you're in a wine club?
Yes, I am. At St. Julian's, you can, you pay something a month, and then every quarter you get 2 bottles of wine, or you can pick how many, I just did 2.
Right.
From their the things they just are putting out.
Yeah.
And then you can go in every day for a free tasting. You can take up to 4 people.
What?
You get a free tasting, 6 little tastings of wine.
Yeah.
So I go like on Wednesdays, Wine Wednesday.
Nice.
And
I
then,
want to go.
You get super cheap bottles of wine, like $6.
Okay, bye, Cindy.
Bye, Cindy.
Hi, Tammy. $6 for a bottle of wine?
Well, some of them, because they're like 40 or 50% off.
Right.
So you get them pretty. I mean, it's not that expensive wine to begin with.
Right.
You get discounts.
Nice. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Wow, there are a lot of colors in this. So I got all these baggies of different shapes and stuff. And then I got
Oh my god.
this huge. This is a project that usually when I work on special drill kits, I don't kit them up. I just work from the baggies and do all of that color all at the same time. But I don't know with this might be a little...
Because they're all different.
They're all
you can't
different.
work on just one.
Yeah, this might be a little rough to do that with. You know what? I'm going to rethink this because I'm going to have to like kit this up in some kind of organized fashion because this isn't going to be a one sitting kind of project. So
No.
I'm going to put this one back. We're going to I have another project that I grabbed before I made that decision. We're going to go back to that project. All right. So, I'm going to let you guys decide which one should I do. Should I do this one that is all like pinks and stuff? Pinks and, I think it's, yeah, pink and, it's all pinks. Or this beautiful flower vase. Which one should I do? Pinks or the flower vase? Yeah, right, Sean? Definitely going to have to kit this up. Flowers it is. All right. That's the one I kind of wanted to pick too. I'm not, oh, Dawn voted for the pinks.
Uh-oh.
Dawn, you're in the minority. We're going with flowers today. All right, so I think I'm going to start with 2. That sounds fun. So last weekend, here's what happened. I had my live scheduled, and I fully intended to go live, but we decided Nate was having a little bit of a tough time emotionally last week. He had some bad news on the gaming front, and we don't have to get into it, but he just wasn't having a good time with his online gaming. So to cheer him up, Friday night we took him out to dinner to his favorite restaurant, which is called Coco Loco. It's a Mexican restaurant in our town, in our small little town we live in. And we had dinner. And then on Saturday, we were going to take him to, in Michigan, there's a huge Renaissance festival that takes place every fall, really. It's like the month of September. In a town about 45 minutes to an hour south of us. But there was a new Renaissance festival that's been going on since 2016 in a small community out to the west of us, about 40 minutes away. And my niece is a part of the organizational crew of that festival. So we thought we would go and check it out. Now, me and Maddy and Nate, we dress up to go to the Renaissance festivals when we go. But I asked Nate if we were going to dress up, and he's like, nah, I'm not going to dress up. I don't feel like it. And I was like, okay, well, if you're not going to dress up, I'm not going to dress up. And both me and Jeff had this idea that this was just going to be some podunk little, thing in a field, and we would be there for an hour and it'd, be on our way back home. But it ended up being really, really cool. So we ended up not being home in time for me to go live. So I had to go on there and cancel my live at the last minute because we didn't get home in time. Now, that was not my intention, but that's just the way it worked out. Oh, of course, now I put new glue dot in here and now it's too sticky.
I know, so is mine.
You gotta rub it on your finger a little bit. Ooh, you started a full crystal, Tammy. That's awesome. Gonna put it up and go back to single ones. Yeah, the full crystals are beautiful, but yes, they take a lot.
Yeah, you can't really multi-place on these.
Well, Mindy claims that you can. She multi-places on these. She says you just gotta move them around a little bit after you do it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. I think on ones like yours, you could probably get away with it. But ones like this,
No.
like maybe like down here, you could do
a
it.
couple
But
times.
yeah. So Maddy, when's the last time you diamond painted?
I don't know. The last time we went live, probably.
Which was months ago.
Yeah.
So.
I've been crocheting.
Well, no, that you got back because you bought those two from Dreamer Designs. Remember? You got back into it for a little while there.
That was the last time we went live.
No, you were still in Detroit.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Well, I don't even know what happened to those paintings. With all my stuff.
They're somewhere. They've got to be
a trailer somewhere.
Right? They've got to be somewhere. They've got to be somewhere. Poor Maddy is still living like a vagrant.
I'm a nomad.
Yep. She lives out of her car, basically.
Pretty much.
Oh, Mary Lou, when's my next yarn video? Mary Lou, okay, it was supposed to have been Tuesday. And then we had a little bit of a family health emergency. And then it was supposed to be Wednesday. And then I had my other daughter, Emily, got a hold of me and needed an emergency babysitter for my grandchildren. So I ended up with my granddaughters all day Wednesday. And then I needed Thursday to recover because they were monsters all day. And then I was going to do it Friday, and we had, and I don't, what happened? Something happened Friday that I didn't get it done. I was doing something else, and then I had to go live with Mindy for the crochet along, and then we had to go yesterday afternoon to Nate's end of band camp family performance. And then we took him and my mother-in-law and his girlfriend out to dinner after that. So I did not, and now Jeff was home, and Maddy was here with me all day today. And, you know, Jeff, tomorrow we're going to be getting the camper ready because we're going camping Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week. We're going up near Cadillac, if you're familiar with Michigan. It's on the Muskegon River, and we're going to go camping and canoeing for a few days. So he made me vow that I would spend the day tomorrow helping him get the camper all packed up and ready. So I will, yeah, right, Mindy, yeah, Mindy, get on. I know. And I was just clearing a path for Maddy to get in here because I usually don't have room for two people to sit in this nasty craft room at my table. So I was just clearing some stuff out so the other chair was open for Maddy because we have office chairs in here that we sit in when we do our lives. And all of my purchases were sitting on that chair. So I was piling all my purchases over in the closet, and I was looking at everything. I'm like, wow, I have a lot of stuff that I need to show you guys for yarn. Like, I have a ton of stuff since last time I did a yarn video. But I'm having a really hard time. I did start rounding up my projects that I have to show you of what I've, completed and started and am working on since last time I did a yarn video. but it's been so long that I've forgotten what I've showed you and what I haven't. So
I'll have to go back and watch them.
yeah, I'm going to have to go back and watch my last one and see where I left off with my projects. But that won't be. Yeah. Oh no, Mindy, we'll be home. We're coming home Friday morning, so we'll be home by 2 for crocheting. Yeah. Nate did awesome, Sean. Thank you for asking. Yes, Mary Lou, it will be in August for sure. It'll be next week. I promise you. I promise you. I'll do it Monday. Famous last words, right? No, I promise I will. But Nate did awesome. I was thoroughly impressed. The band director said that this was the first band camp since he's been at the school, and he's been there. How long has Mr. Deming been the band instructor, Maddy?
I don't know.
He was there the whole time you were in.
No.
No?
I don't know. I don't recall ever taking a class like in that room.
Well,
like a music class.
In yeah, no, probably not. But I think he was there.
Middle school?
Yeah.
I don't know. That time of my life is blurry.
No, Mary Lou, it will not be September. I promise you that. But anyway, in all the time that he's been a band director at Swan Valley, he said that this was the first band camp that he's done, that by the end of the week, the band was able to perform the entire show for the family performance.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so he was really proud of them that they got so far, and they were so well polished by the end of the week. And I thought he did amazing, because a lot of the things they did, I thought we were going to see like the fight song and stuff like that, but no, they learned 3 entire new songs to play them, and learned all of the field maneuvers, and 2 out of the 3 songs involved a lot of dancing.
Ooh.
Yeah, they did the Cupid Shuffle.
No way.
They did.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, while they played their instruments.
That is so cool.
Yes. It was very cool. It was really cool. But yeah, he did great. He was worried because he didn't think he was going to be able to move fast enough to get to from spot to spot across the field. But I didn't see any errors. He made it across. He made it across. Yes, you're still on for 6 inches by Friday, Mindy. 6 inches! 6 inches of stiffness. Because our baskets are stiff. Yeah. Maddie's like, yeah, I don't want to hear that from my mom.
Right. Gross.
Gross. Oh, so I wanted to tell you guys. I finished Grey's Anatomy this past week. All 19 seasons. And I gotta say, those last 2 seasons were really rough for me to get through. I hadn't watched them before, and they were bad. They were terrible.
Really bad.
Really bad.
That show used to be so good.
It used to be so good, yes.
But Shonda Rhimes stopped writing for it at some point in the end. And I think we need Shonda.
Oh, is that what happened?
Mm-hmm. That's what someone told me.
Okay. Now, didn't she also create some other really popular shows?
I think she did How to Get Away with Murder, which is a great show.
You know, you've often told me that, and I just couldn't get into it.
It's so good. And she might have done Scandal, but I'm not sure. People say that's good, too.
I don't know that I've ever heard of that one.
It's about a scandal.
But you guys had recommended Heartland to me for after I was done with Grey's Anatomy. So I finished Grey's Anatomy and I started watching Heartland, and I have to admit, it was a struggle for me. The first probably 3 episodes were a struggle because I'm more of a documentary / gory / scientific sci-fi / mystery type person. So I'm not really usually all about the feel-good kind of shows. But it has really, really grown on me, and I'm addicted to it now. So I just started season 3, and I'm really enjoying it. But Maddy came over today, and she's like, "Mom, what the hell are you watching? This is like
ABC Family.
this is like a bad after-school
Yeah, it's
special."
like a Hallmark movie. And I love Hallmark movies. But... No, I'm the same way. Like, I used to read, like, thrillers and mysteries and scary books.
Yeah.
But now that I've been listening to my audiobooks, I'm really a fan. It's called women's fiction. I don't know why it's different than regular fiction, but it's called women's fiction.
Is it because it's
like,
written by women?
Or maybe it's about women.
Oh.
But that's all.
Oh.
You know, it's about different stuff. But I read this really good book about, like, friendship, and it was heartwarming and funny.
Maddy is so funny. We watched the movie with Tom Hanks, A Man Called Otto. Is that what it was called?
Yes, it was so good.
It was very, very good, but we got to the end and I looked over and Maddy was bawling.
It was sad.
She always cries at movies.
It was so sad. It was a great movie, though.
Yeah, she always does. Oh, Scandal's amazing. Yeah, Shonda does do Scandal, Dawn said.
Yeah. We should watch that tonight.
Right, Tammy? Those last seasons, yeah, they could have done without them. They were just crappy.
Oh, I heard Bridgerton was good.
Bridgerton was good. Oh, hi, Marissa. I didn't even see you come in. Oh, and what is that one? Queen Charlotte. I haven't seen that. But you know what one, if you like Bridgerton, you know what one you would like, Marissa, that I just got done watching. It was so good, and I wish that they had more seasons of it. It's called The Golden Age. The Gilded Age. The Gilded Age? Do you have your phone?
Yeah.
See if, I think it's maybe...
Netflix?
I think so.
The Gilded...
Is it The Gilded Age?
Netflix. Oh, it looks like there might be a season 2. Is it an Australian show?
No.
Well, it's on HBO. It's called The Gilded Age.
Yes. It's on HBO. Yep, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's on HBO.
It's I can't recommend that highly enough. It was so very good. It was about, like the Upper East Side of Manhattan and right before the invention of electricity, and like, big money and like old money versus new money. Ooh. And people trying to like break into the social scene, and just the wardrobing is magnificent. It was really, really good. And I mean, just a really, really good, Oh, you already watched? Yes, I knew, Marissa. I knew you would love The Gilded Age.
Ever since I found out what old money and new money means, I use it in my brain. Like, oh, there's some new money for that. And I'm not either. I've never been any of them. I'm like, that's new money for sure.
That's new money. You know what? Screw that. I'd be happy to be any money.
Right, exactly.
Old, new, I'll take any of it. That's so new money. You know, it's funny though. You technically are old money.
Why?
Maddy's grandma used to keep her money buried in jars in her backyard.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's still... They dug it up a few years ago. I'm sure there's some still in there.
Because didn't she have a map?
I don't know. She said she did, but I think it was just like drawn on the back of an envelope.
That's funny. And then so she dug it all up and put it in the bank, and then I don't know, something happened with that. Yeah. I had a friend growing up, her dad did that. Her dad didn't trust banks, and he buried money in their backyard in jars. That's how he kept his money.
I used to only have cash, and I would only deposit enough money for like my bills.
Right.
And then I would just keep my cash because I was a server, so I always had cash. But
right.
I just like, I don't know. I guess I didn't trust the bank for my hundreds of dollars.
Your hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Oh, season 2 is coming out this year. That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that, because when it was over, I was like, man, this is a good show. I wish there was more of it.
Is it spoken in like that old timey?
No, because they're American. No.
But they still have that old timey talk.
Like what?
What year is it?
Like the 1800s.
Oh, okay. Then it might not be that. I have trouble following that.
I mean, it's like, yeah, like when was electricity brought to New York City? Because that's like part of the show was when they lit up the one building.
Oh, that sounds cool. I think I'll watch that.
Oh, it's very good. Yeah, you should. Ellie Mae BU, the Wild Girl Owl painting. Oh, cool. Awesome. It's great to have a finish, isn't it? Yeah, Tammy, you should watch A Man Called Otto. It was very good. And Tom Hanks, he's good in anything.
He's America's sweetheart.
That's what Maddy said earlier, because I was saying, it's so weird to watch stars grow old. Because, like, I think of Tom Hanks and I think of Big and Forrest Gump, and he's a young man. And now to watch him in a show where he's a senior citizen, it was, it's kind of hard. Same thing with, and I know that he was before my time, like, his heyday was before my time, but I've always been in love with Paul Newman. Paul Newman was like, and I don't usually go for blondes, is the thing. But Paul Newman, I think, is like the most handsome man that ever lived.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Who was the guy in Goodfellas that just died?
I don't know.
He was the main guy in Goodfellas. I just watched that movie, and then I found out that he had died.
Robert De Niro?
No. He's in it, but... I'm gonna look up Paul Newman. But he is...
1890s. Okay, thank you, Marissa. It was the 1890s during the Industrial Revolution. Yep, it was when they were, like, trying to expand the railroad lines, transcontinental.
Paul Newman is very attractive.
I told you.
And he aged well.
He did age well. I know. Oh, Joe, you watched A Man Called Otto? It's good. Did you cry, Joe, like Maddy did? Ray Liotta. Oh, Ray Liotta died. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think he's so cute.
You think Ray Liotta's
in
cute?
Goodfellas he is. I don't know if it's his swag or what.
Yeah, right. Yes, Paul Newman, right, Sherry? Paul Newman was the guy. Yes, beautiful blue eyes, Mary Lou. He was a gorgeous man. My favorite movie, one of my favorite movies of all time. You all know my favorite movie of all time is Spaceballs. But probably my second favorite movie of all time is a Paul Newman movie. What we have here is a failure to communicate. What's that called?
Cool Hand Luke.
Cool Hand Luke. That's right. I've made Maddy watch Cool Hand Luke millions of times. Oh yeah, Sam Elliott does have a very nice voice, Jody. You're right, and he aged very well too. You know who Sam Elliott is, don't you, Maddy?
No.
He's the guy that's with what's his name in The Ranch? The Ranch. Mm-hmm. Okay, the guy that was married to... I don't know, my memory's really bad tonight.
Ranch? I'll look him up. Sam Elliott?
Yeah.
My celebrity crush has always been Seth Rogen, and I don't know why.
Seth Rogen? Really?
I think, like they said, it's like his voice or something.
Patrick Swayze.
Oh, it's... This guy?
Yeah, that's Sam Elliott.
I like his hair.
Well, his hair doesn't look like that anymore, but he still has the stash. What? Mindy says no to Paul Newman?
What?
No. Paul Newman is the... What does your tattoo say, Maddy?
This one? Well, it says, "Forgive me not, forget me, please." It's from a song. She's having a bad day.
She hates it.
It's having a bad day.
It's her regret tattoo. Here, let's get it out of this shot. Let's adjust that camera a little bit.
The song is called "Green Squirrel in Pretty Bad Shape," and I think I was in bad shape that day.
Green squirrel in pretty bad shape?
Yep.
See, I've never been a Patrick Swayze fan.
Now I have to look up what he looks like.
He was in Dirty Dancing
Never seen that movie.
and Roadhouse. You've never seen Dirty Dancing?
I know, isn't that weird?
It's a classic.
And I've never seen Titanic.
You don't want to see Titanic.
I've never
Horrible movie.
seen Gone with the Wind.
I've never seen Gone with the Wind.
Oh, I don't know about Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, he's just not my cup of tea.
Some of the ones he looks good, but some of them were.
What happened? Have you seen? Tammy's suggesting What Happened to Monday.
I think I saw that.
Okay, good night, Margaret.
Good night, Margaret.
Mindy says Maddy in all caps. She's
For what?
probably for never having seen
Dirty Dancing?
Dirty Dancing, yes.
What's the one where they're not allowed to dance? Footloose.
Footloose. That's Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
You know what movie I was thinking about the other day that I have not seen in years, but that was a really, really good movie. Well, it was at least when it came out, and I really liked it, was Flatliners. Do you guys remember that movie with Kevin Bacon? Was Julia
Roberts?
Julia Roberts, was she in that? Was she in Flatliners?
I've never seen that movie.
It was about a group of med students who were experimenting with near death. And yeah, they had come up with this way where they could die briefly and then be brought back to life.
To see what happens?
To see what happens after death. Yeah.
I would probably do that.
Yes. Oh, you would?
Yeah.
That's risky as hell.
I know, but I want to know.
Yeah, I know, right, Joe? They are great movies. Oh, Mindy says best ass. Yes, Kiefer Sutherland was in it. Now, did he pass away recently too, Kiefer Sutherland? Or am I thinking of someone else?
I don't know.
But yeah, I was thinking about that movie. I'd like to find that and watch it again.
I would watch it.
It was
good.
a really good movie. The other, there was another good one that Kevin Bacon was in that was kind of it's older, like probably mid-90s. And I'll stop talking about it because I can't think of the name of it. But he used to be a pretty popular actor, and I don't know what happened to him. He just kind of fell off the circuit there. Yeah. Oh, Donald Sutherland died. Okay. All right. Paul Rubens died? No way. Paul Rubens is Pee-wee's Playhouse, isn't it? Isn't that Pee-wee Herman?
Pee-wee Herman is. Is it?
Is Paul Rubens Pee-wee Herman? No, I'm not. I know. I'm not thinking of Footloose, Jody. I was thinking of a different one. Everybody knows Footloose except Maddy. Maddy's never seen it. And I can't believe Mindy doesn't like Paul Newman. Who doesn't like Paul Newman? Come on. Oh, did anybody watch that special on, I believe it was also on HBO, the biography of Rock Hudson? That was very interesting. Because, he was homosexual and like the god of acting in the, 40s and 50s, 50s and 60s, 50s and 60s, I think. Where at a time when Hollywood did not accept, outed actors. And so he basically, he had to live a closeted life. He even married a woman, and it was just really sad.
That is sad.
It was really sad. And he ended up dying of AIDS in the 80s.
Oh.
Yeah. But it was a really good movie, and he really was a handsome guy. He was extremely handsome.
What was his name?
Rock Hudson. You've never heard of Rock Hudson?
I always think I know all these things, but I've never heard of him.
Oh yeah, Pee-wee died. It was Pee-wee. No way. Pee-wee Herman died? That's so sad. He was a staple of my childhood Saturday mornings.
Where's my bike?
Pee-wee's Playhouse. And then they would do the magic, when he did his magic spell, Mecca lecca hi, Mecca hiney ho. Instead of abracadabra, that's what he would say. Of course, that was before he got caught in the adult movie theater. Yeah. Then I think his career kind of went down the toilet. Did you know that he was also in some of the Cheech and Chong movies? I don't know. Have you ever watched any of the Cheech and Chong movies, Maddy?
Oh, when I was a kid.
You did? He was the hamburger man.
I don't remember anything about him.
I think he was in Nice Dreams, I think he was the hamburger man. That was my favorite Cheech and Chong movie, was Nice Dreams.
These glue dots are so sticky.
Saturday Night Fever, yup. Somewhere in Time is the only modern movie I've ever watched.
What is that?
Really? I don't think I've ever heard of that movie. You clearly don't watch Pee-wee as much as me. I loved Pee-wee Herman when I was a kid. He was great.
Oh, is it in Mackinac Island?
Somewhere in Time? Is it in Mackinac Island?
It is. It's at the Grand Hotel in Mackinac Island.
Oh, really?
That's cool.
Was it filmed on location?
I believe it was.
That's awesome. We'll have to watch that.
Yeah.
I've stayed in the Grand Hotel before. It's beautiful. It's very, very expensive.
It has Jane Seymour.
Oh. The Grand Hotel is very cool. You have to be properly dressed to go to dinner. Men have to wear...
A sport coat?
Yes. Yep. Man has to wear a coat to dinner.
That's cool.
Yes. And I believe ladies have to wear... At least this is the way it was when I was there, which was over 20 years ago. And they have a cigar room, cigars and port for after dinner. And you go sit on the great big porch out front after dinner and have your cigars and port or sherry. It's very,
That's cool.
Yes. And it's really interesting because it's a huge hotel. I mean, it's massive. And every single guest room is decorated authentically to the period that it was built, and every room is decorated differently.
That's cool.
So you could stay there,
What room did you stay in?
Dozens of times and never see the same room decor. I don't know. It had roses and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah. It had like Tiffany lamps and...
I want to stay there.
It was really cool. Horrible water pressure because it was all
Never mind.
Horrible water pressure. I mean, like it didn't smell that great. It smelled kind of old and musty. You know what I mean? It didn't but it's an old place. It's, you don't go there for the amenities, so to speak. You go there for the ambiance.
I love Somewhere in Time.
Christopher Reeves.
Should watch that.
Is Christopher Reeves is not Keanu Reeves' father. Oh, Christopher Reeves is Superman, right?
William H. Macy is in that Somewhere in Time movie too. I just saw that.
Oh, I love William H. Macy.
Me too.
He's awesome. He's very cool. Oh, you stayed there too, Mary Lou? Yeah, we're gonna have to watch that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Hi, colorful colorist. Eclectic taste in men. I'm going to tell Dale you said that. Well, I don't know. I have a thing, my taste, and that's what I was saying, Paul Newman was blonde and, blue eyes, and usually I go for dark-haired men.
I think Matthew McConaughey is very...
He used to be, but he's gotten so thin. He looks creepy now. He looks very creepy. Like,
Yeah, he used to be.
He used to be
Something
a
special.
Yeah, yeah. I like men who age well.
Like George Clooney.
I've never been a huge George. I mean, he's alright,
He
but
aged well.
but yeah, he definitely aged well. Oh, you're talking about the movie. Okay. Barbara Streisand and Jack Nicholson movie I love is On a Clear Day You Can See Forever. It's about past lives.
Ooh.
Oh, that sounds good. I love Jack Nicholson. Now,
love
he's
Barbra
a guy
Streisand.
who I don't find attractive in the slightest, but I
No.
think he's a wonderful actor.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with, okay, this is probably going to be an unpopular opinion because most people will think that he's annoying, but I think Jim Carrey is an amazing actor.
Did you watch the documentary about him? How he gets into his characters?
Yes.
He's like a huge method actor, and
yes.
he kind of lost it for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. When he did the Andy Kaufman movie.
That's what the documentary was about.
Yeah.
Like he'll like put something over his head when he's going to the set so that he doesn't like lose character or whatever.
Right. But I think he's amazingly talented.
Mm-hmm. I love the Grinch. Love his work.
Oh my god, I love his work on the Grinch. Yes. Who doesn't love the Grinch?
And the Truman Show. That movie's sad.
Right.
What's the one he has that's serious?
Ooh, Mindy's going out to make s'mores. That sounds nice. Have fun.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yes, that was very good
Love
too.
that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very good one. I liked the one where he had the 3 sons and
Oh, what was that called?
Me, myself, and Irene.
I just watched that.
That was funny. That was really funny. Yes, Richard Gere is Devil's Advocate. That was a great movie too, Jody. Definitely. Hey, Cammie, how you doing? Oh, you're having s'mores for dinner, Mindy? That's
Yum.
Yeah, that's my kind of dinner right there. We had something tonight that Jeff has never made before, and he was very apprehensive about it, and he's a very critical.
Yeah, of his own cooking.
He's a very self-critical cook. And so he had, some of the guys at work were talking about making London broil on the grill. And you sear it, like, really heavily, and then cook it till it's, like, medium rare. And apparently the searing of it, the heavy sear, is supposed to keep in, like, so it stays juicy and stuff. Well, apparently you're also supposed to marinate it, but Jeff does not like marinated meat, so he skipped that step. And
so that might have been important.
And it was an important step, I believe.
It still tasted good.
Because a London broil as a cut of meat is not a very tender cut of meat, and the marinating process serves as a meat tenderizer. Therefore, it was a little bit tough. It was good though. It was tasty. It just, wasn't the filet mignon I'm used to. We'll just put it that way. But it was pretty good. So we had that, and we had corn on the cob and sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes with butter and brown sugar. That was good. Good.
This glue dots are so sticky.
I know, they're
and
very
it keeps
sticky.
coming out.
Oh, do you need that thing to poke it back in? Maddie's got her poker right here.
Yeah, I might need it.
Right, exactly, Mary Lou. It doesn't have the marbling, so it was just very, like, tough or grainy or something. Oh. Excuse me, I choked on my wine. Goodness. I think I'm going to be able to get this guy done in no time. Maddie, you're moving right along on that too, aren't you?
I know, yeah.
So I was able to get quite a bit of work done on my scenic steamer the train from Dreamer Designs that I've been working on my last couple of lives. I went on Monday, I went down to Stockbridge in Michigan, down here in Michigan. It's about an hour and a half south of me, and met up with a group of diamond painters, of Michigan diamond painters. Karen Scott, you guys probably know her from, other people's lives. She set up a Facebook group for Michigan diamond painters, and we're going to have, or she's organizing kind of hopefully monthly get-togethers where everybody just comes and hangs out for the day and diamond paints. And so
That's so fun.
Yeah, it was a blast. I went down there on Monday, and it was from 9 until 4, and it was at a church. They had like a rec center. It was in the rec center of a church, and you could, bring your own beverages and snacks and whatever. And Stockbridge is this cute little stop sign town, And so for lunch, we walked down the road to, there was a diner, but the diner was closed on Mondays. So there was another little Mexican takeout restaurant that we walked down to and got takeout and brought it back to the recreation center and ate our lunch. And it was the most delicious Mexican food I have had in a very, very long time. It was very authentic. It was just delicious. It was a little on the high side price-wise, but it was well worth it. Their Spanish rice was like amazing. It was very, very good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so they're going to do it again in September, the second week of September. So I'm definitely going to go again. I had a really great time. Got to meet new people, and it was fun. It was really a lot of fun. Met a lady and her husband. Her husband came. He diamond paints also, and he's an air traffic controller.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it was kind of fun listening to some of the stories he had to tell about, some of the high profile people that have flown in to.
Like who?
Like Ted Nugent and
cool.
Kid Rock and Eminem and just, different like Detroit-based stars.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And I guess one time there was like an incoming drug smuggling thing. And so like DEA was like coming like in a plane, like following the plane that had the drugs. And it was neat. It was really interesting.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Hi, Irene. It's so nice to see you. Oh, Brenda says nice poker. She's the one who made the poker for her. She loves her poker. I love my poker too. Meat or wine, Mary Lou? Oh, the meat was dry, not the wine. The wine's fine. If I make it to Monday, I'll be 86. Well, you know what? Everybody, let's tell Irene happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Irene.
And you're definitely going to make it till Monday. Happy birthday. I hope you have a great one. Do you have any big plans? Are you doing anything fun for your birthday? That's awesome. And how are you doing on your diamond painting lately? And how have you been feeling? I haven't heard from you in a while. Okay, bye, Brenda.
Bye, Brenda.
Maddy, she says, Maddy, don't be a stranger. Hi, Sue. How are you? Looking good so far. Good, Irene. That's awesome. That's awesome. I remember my grandma's 86th birthday like it was yesterday. She was like you, Irene. She was still going strong. Tending to her garden and baking bread and all that stuff.
I just found a video of my grandma, Judy. She had her cats in a laundry basket that she had built a cover for like a cat carrier.
Yeah.
And she was trying to get the cat out of it, and the cat wouldn't come out, and she was dumping it. And she goes, "You are so strong." And then she goes, I said, "Grandma, don't dump him out." She goes, "I'm gonna dump him out." It's so funny. And then the next memory was like, it was on my Snapchat memories.
Yeah.
It was a picture, and I remember her saying, "Take a picture of us," and she was laying in bed, and she pretended to sleep. So I took another one, and she kept doing it.
Oh, you have to tell them what Grandma used to do to you.
When she would sleep?
No, when she would pretend to sleep.
Oh, yes, we would be reading at night, and she would pretend to fall asleep, and I'd say, "Grandma, wake up," and she would say, "Grandma's not here." It scared me so much. I said, "Grandma, come back. Who has you?"
That's just evil.
She would laugh and laugh. She had a pet cemetery. She had, at one point, how many cats did she have? 9 at once?
Yeah.
So she had all of her cats and dogs from her life buried outside in the backyard, and I would jump on each gravestone because there were cinder blocks in the ground, and I would guess which pet was under me. And I got pretty good at it after a while.
I remember you doing that when you were like 4 years old. Yeah. You were jumping on headstones.
This one's Janie. This one's 7.
This is Patty. This is Chooch. Yeah. Oh, busy doing specials. That's fun. I love specials. A pink truck right now. That sounds pretty. That sounds really pretty. Where'd you find that one? I haven't ordered many specials lately. I was just thinking that as I was going through my stash looking for something to work on tonight, that my stock of special drills is really getting kind of low. I've got to replenish that. So I think I'm gonna, next month when I get paid, I think I'm gonna do a big order, because I like doing, when I get them from like the budget companies, I like to do a big order, so that I don't have to pay as much for shipping. And then a lot of times they'll have like, buy 5, get 1 free or whatever. So I'm thinking I'm going to place a really big order.
Try
next
Temu.
time. I have my places that I like.
Okay. Well, I bought yarn from Temu, and it's not that bad.
I love DP Clubs. That's probably my favorite. That's probably my favorite online budget-friendly company is DP Clubs. And I also like Everyday E-Deal. Or no, I can't ever remember if I can remember from the website if I like Everyday E-Deals or Everyday E-Crafts better. There's one or the other. My husband's grandma told our oldest son when he was little that an old man lived in the attic. He never went up there. That's funny. Oh, you order a bunch of crosses for Temu as Christmas gifts.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, fan cells is good too, Sherry. I like fan cells too. Maddy got some yarn from Temu. It was really nice. It's like cashmere and cotton, right?
And silk.
Silk something. Silk something, yes. It was really nice. And it was like 100 meters, so that's like, what, 112 yards?
Yeah.
115 yards?
I don't know.
I
get my conversion.
It's somewhere around there. Cool Deals. Yes. Cool Deals is cool, Joe, but they're not as cheap as some of the other ones for the budget paintings. So when I do those big orders, I like to get and especially if I'm doing special drills, you know what I mean? But yeah, Cool Deals is nice that you can pick the size of the painting you want. Definitely. Oh, I saw a new place came up. I don't remember where I saw this. I wanted to share it, but they don't have a huge selection. And it's also a place where you can choose the size that you want of any painting. It's called, oh gosh, it's on my iPad, and I'm recording with my iPad, so I can't get it down, but it's a new place I heard about. I can still do the twist, just can't get down to the floor. And getting down to the floor is getting back up that's hard. All right. Well, Irene, you know what? I'm only 48 and I can't do that. So you're in good company. Oh, keychains and Christmas cards are fun. I like those. Yeah, I like those. Yep, they're all great places to get. There's so many places now that you can get them. And I miss, I kind of gave up on, for a while there, I had so many companies that were sending me stuff to show all the time, and I kind of got away from that. But, I mean, they still send me emails all the time wanting me to do it, but maybe I'll get back into that. I burned out on YouTube for a while last year when I was sick. And like I told you guys before, I was trying to post a video every day, and it got to be too much. And, I really am back to enjoying it now. So I just don't want to put the pressure on myself.
That makes sense. Kind of takes the fun out of it when you feel like you have to.
Yeah, exactly. But, talking about, I want to go back to what Mary Lou was saying about her son telling her son that there's an old man that lived in the attic. I was a very grounded, rational kid. And we moved to our new house when I was in 5th grade. So that's what, 10, 11 years old?
10.
10? Okay. So I was older, right? I can remember, and I don't remember when this started or when it stopped, but I do remember that we were in our new house. I had this highly irrational fear, and this was very elaborate. I had this really, really elaborate scene worked out in my head that under my bed there lived a witch. And this witch, I knew what she looked like and everything. And she had a fire with a cauldron and a cat and stirring her cauldron. And my fear was that when I got into or out of bed, she was going to grab my ankle.
That's scary.
And pull me under the bed. And it was such an intense fear that for a very, very long time, I would run and jump from the middle of the room into my bed. And then I would jump out of my bed so that she couldn't grab my ankle.
That's hilarious.
And I was old to be thinking that. It's crazy what your little mind can come up with.
Well, I had Wawa.
Maddy did have the Wawa.
It was my imaginary friend. I still remember what he looks like. He was really, really tall and really skinny and brown, like copper colored.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't a person. He was a thing. And he was slimy. And he had a big, long beak and a beady little eyes and 2 hairs on his head. And he lived in Wawa World, which was a garbage dump. And he was my best friend.
He was your best friend. You wanted to Wawa to come to dinner, and yep, Wawa came a lot of places with Maddy.
Of all the things a little girl would want as her imaginary friend,
Yeah,
not a princess or a unicorn. Or...
Right. No, Maddy had the Wawa. So you guys hear the dogs out there being idiots? We've got our camera so that we're not seeing either one of us what we're working on. It's just kind of looking at the table.
Can you
Sorry.
zoom out?
I can't. I can back it up, maybe.
Oh, my hair got stuck in... Oh, there's hair all over.
Oh, no. Oh, heavens.
I hate when my hair gets in my crochet and it gets woven in.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You try to pull it out, it's gross.
There, that's a little bit better. Now we can see what we're working on. So what do you guys got planned for the rest of the weekend? Is anybody doing anything fun for the rest of the weekend? It is hotter than hell in this room right now.
Yes, it is.
Oh, and I have a very guilty confession to make.
What?
I have been having a big problem lately.
Uh-oh.
I've been extremely gassy lately. And Maddy and I are locked in this room together.
Have you been farting this whole
Yeah,
time?
it's really hot in here. And I've been holding in a toot the whole time. And I really need to let it go.
Don't.
I'll stink Maddy right out of the room. Oh, what is a Wawa? Mary Lou, the Wawa was Maddy's imaginary friend.
I don't know why it was called a Wawa.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. When she first told me about the Wawa, I was like, what are you talking about? And then I'm thinking, is it like some weirdo creeper in the neighborhood that's spying on her? Or, but then she told me this elaborate story about where he lives and, what he looks like. And I'm thinking, my daughter is a sociopath. She's got a slimy brown imaginary friend with a long nose. You'd think you would have been scared of it.
Yes.
It's just your brother being an idiot.
Ding dong ditching.
Nate just ding dong ditched on our craft room door.
Did you ever ding dong ditch?
Did I ever ding dong ditch?
Yeah.
No, but I did just tell Dada a story about, I kind of ding dong ditched, but I did it with a dead possum. I know.
To who? You left a dead possum on someone's porch?
Yes.
Whose?
Well, me and my friend Missy, my mom, this is when I lived at my grandma's, and my mom called me one day, and this is when I had my driver's license, and said, there's a dead possum in our front yard. Will you come and get it and take it over to grandma's and toss it back in the field? Because they lived in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, sure. So I went there. My mom got a box out of the garage and shoveled this dead possum into this box, and we put it in the back of my car. And it stunk so bad. And me and my friend Missy are driving down the road with our heads out of the window because this dead possum was so stinky in the back of my car. And her and her boyfriend at the time, which they since grew up and got married and had kids, and they're
together?
still, yes. And they were like junior high school sweethearts.
Aww.
Yeah. So they stayed together after all these years, but at the time they were having an argument. And so we came up with this bright idea that we wrapped this box up like a gift and put a tag on it with his name and went and left the box on his front porch.
That is hilarious. That is so funny.
I know. Yeah.
Did he ever mention it to her?
Oh, yes.
Did she admit it that was her?
Oh, yes.
Oh, God. That is so funny.
Oh, Irene, you have this one too? Yeah, this one is very pretty. I really like it. Tammy says, I never had an imaginary friend, but I used to have a dream that my aunts were witches and they would be around a cauldron in my dream. Were your aunts mean, Cammy? That's funny. Maddy should have had that dream. When she was little, my sister didn't work. She stayed home with her kids. So she would babysit for me. She would babysit my girls for me. And she was like the mean Aunt Heather.
Which is weird because she's so nice.
She is very nice, but she was rather strict.
Yeah.
Yes, she was rather strict. A methane explosion in Michigan. Oh, oh, that's my butt. Sorry. Yeah, that's just my butt. Oh, you have to work this weekend. Yuck. Oh, your 35th anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Aww.
That is so sweet. 35 years. That's awesome. Okay, good night, Irene. Dinner time. Okay, happy birthday. Yeah, 35 years is awesome. Jeff and I are coming up on 18 this year. So I'd say we're doing all right. 18, yep. And if I would have stayed married to your dad, it would have been
27.
27, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, they were all sweet, but my mom used to wear wigs in the closet. The wigs were on these styrofoam heads, and it freaked me out. The dream she had that wig on. That's funny.
That's really funny.
59 years, Mary Lou. Well, happy anniversary to you, too. That's awesome.
That's a long time.
That is a long time. And do you guys still love each other like you did the day you were married? Tell me, is it worth it?
Is it worth sticking around?
Is it worth sticking around? Thinking of trading him in for a new model. No, never. You guys know I would never do that. Jeff is the best. It's funny because after a while, you know, the first few years of marriage can be tough. You know, you're learning to live with someone new. You're learning the intricacies of their personalities and, you know, what makes them tick and all of their little idiosyncrasies. And, but after a while, it's, you know, it would be too hard to train a new one at this point. It'd be more trouble than it's worth.
Train a new one.
It's hard to train a new one, yeah. My imaginary friend was named Maynard and lived in my ear. Oh, on your ear. Played the drums. Funny thing, the first dog we adopted for our youngest son, his name was Maynard.
Really? That is so funny.
That's funny. He lived on your ear and played the drums. That's cute. I don't remember.
That's really funny.
I don't remember ever having an imaginary friend. The closest I came was that witch under my bed. She was scary. And I don't know, witches have always been a thing for me because for Halloween, every single year I dress up as a witch. I have a thing with witches.
I was a nun for like 5 years. Then last year I didn't have a costume. Oh, I was a cowgirl.
Yeah, I was going to say you were a cowgirl.
I already had all the stuff, so I was like, might as well.
Right. Yep, you were a cowgirl last year. Were you ever a pregnant nun?
I wanted to do that. I looked online at the fake ones.
The fake bellies. It's a little sacrilegious, Maddy.
Yeah. But I liked the nun costume because I could wear my habit on my head and not do my hair.
Guy.
Who is it?
I don't, a spammy guy. I don't know how to get rid of him.
What does it say?
He's a very long cowboy. Only can see me all. Both are sexy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think
very
I'm
long.
A moderator on there. Do you want me to?
Yeah, because for some reason I can't do. It's not letting me do it.
Turn down my volume.
Sorry, y'all. Oh, thank you, Sue. I think Sue's got it.
Got it?
I think Sue's got it. Well, no, you're going to have to ban him because he keeps... You can take your 12 inches somewhere else.
I blocked him.
Okay, good. Oh, goodness. Some people, I tell ya. You take away all your fun. Oh, Mary Lou, you're so funny. He's almost completely deaf, so I can say what I want. That would be an advantage. That would be a definite, clear advantage when he pisses you off. You could,
You can say whatever you want.
Right.
Whoa. Oops.
Oh, that's funny. Could you wine me, please?
Sure.
Thank you, my good man. You didn't ban him? That's enough. Sorry, you guys. We're just laughing at the inappropriate comment.
No, I can't.
Remember the foam rollers that came in the paintings while I would peck him on the head and say, "Did you hear me?" That's a good one, yes. I remember those foam rollers back in the good old days of double-sided adhesive. I loved those good old days.
They don't do those anymore?
Not often. Some places still do. I love double-sided adhesive.
He's back.
How is he back?
I blocked him, so I can't even see it.
Oh no, Sherry, this is actually a pretty old one. This is from O'Brien Custom Turning on Etsy. It's a Flower Girl blank. I don't use it very often because I'm very worried about it breaking. Because this is my most expensive pen I ever bought, but it's like my favorite, most coveted pen. Thank you, Sue.
Thanks,
I don't know
Sue.
how that's happening because
Sheriff Sue.
Sheriff Sue. Thank you, Sheriff Sue. That's going to be your new name, Sheriff Sue. Thank you, Sherry. I love it. And I like it because it is really light because of the wooden part of it. It's not quite as thin as I like them, but, you know, can't ever have anything, you know, all the ways. One of these days, I'm going to have a custom pen made, and I don't care how much it costs me, and it's going to be wood and have pine cones in it and copper flecks, and it's going to be thin. That's going to be my perfect pen. Either that or I'll make one because Jeff has been looking around and shopping for
Resin?
well, he's already got the molds and stuff. But the lathe, he's gonna buy a lathe. So if because he wants to make his own knife handles because him and Nate make knives. So he wants to do resin knife handles, and he wants to do like natural ones with pine cones and stuff in them.
I want a custom knife.
Okay.
I want it to be pink.
Okay. Have Dad make you one. He will make you one. That could be your birthday present.
Yes.
Maddie's birthday's coming up, you guys.
The big 2-6.
The big 2-6. Yep.
Not looking forward to it. In my mind, I'm 19.
In my mind, you're 12.
Yeah, true.
Which, that's a big significant birthday in our house because that means Maddy falls off my health insurance. Which is not good.
No.
So that...
Someone at work the other day, we were talking and she goes, "Are you old enough to drink yet?"
She did.
I was like, "I'm 25.
Are you old enough to drink yet? That's
like,
cute.
You look so young." Thanks.
Thank you. I know, it's always nice to hear that. I'll never forget the first time I was called ma'am. That was when I really knew I was getting old. I was at Macy's at the makeup counter, and the young girl behind the counter called me ma'am. I went out to my car and cried.
So when people ask me if I'm married or I have kids, I don't like that. What am I, a child bride?
Well, honey, you have to think, by the time I was your age, I was married, divorced with 2 kids. Ooh, clear blue with butterflies in it. That would be pretty.
That would be really pretty.
Yeah. Thank you, Sue, for reporting that. You have one in your garage, really, Sue?
A lathe?
Yeah, I think so. Yep, so he's in the market for a lathe so he can start making knife handles. We went to that Renaissance fair last weekend, and they had quite a big Viking exhibit. So Nate and Jeff found some really cool Viking shields that were custom made. So they came home, they decided they wanted to make shields. So they came home and they went out in the woods and they found a big log, and then they cut like a bowl out of the middle of the log and are using it as a form to pound their metal into it to make that like bubble shaped thing that goes in the center of a Viking shield, and they're going to make Viking shields now.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So they've been working on that all week. Well, Jeff, a little bit. Nate was pretty exhausted from band camp every day, but they've worked on it a little bit. Jeff made one for himself, but Nate hasn't finished his yet.
They're crafters too.
Yes, they are crafters. Yeah, just a different kind of
Crafty
craft.
household.
It is a very crafty household. I was 19 when I got married, first kid 3 weeks before I turned 22. See, I did it the other way. I was 19 when Emily was born. I got married when I was 20. I had Maddy when I was 22. So, and then that didn't work out. And then I married Jeff when I was 30. 30?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to 30, yep. But we were together for like 3 years. So, no, longer than that. We were together for 5 years. Because I started dating him when I was 25.
Wow.
You were 3. Yeah. Yep. No, 26 doesn't seem young to me either. 26 seems pretty old.
I'm a young 26.
She is a young 26. I think that, okay, I'm going to sound like an old lady right now. But I think that children age slower now than they did when I was growing up.
But then, like, kids like Nate's age, they look so much older. Like girls, they wear all the makeup. You know what I mean?
Stuff,
like, when I was in middle school, I didn't know how to do my makeup. I put bronzer all over my face like a foundation. But I don't know. I feel like kids look older than I feel like I looked at that age.
Definitely.
But now I agree that
but kids
are younger. Like,
yes, I mean,
people my age are like,
many 20-somethings are still living with their parents.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's not like, you know, when I was growing up, you turned 18 and you either started paying rent or you moved out. You know, it was kind of like you were an adult, fun for yourself. And anymore, it seems like kids are living with their parents into their 20s and sometimes 30s.
It's impossible. Like, rent is so expensive.
Well, right. The cost of living has really kind of skyrocketed to make it where entry-level positions for kids just aren't enough to pay for costs of living. There are juniors and seniors in high school with full beards. Yes, exactly. Yes, Cammie, there are. My nephew is one of them. We just went to his graduation party in June, and he looks like a mountain man. Like, he's got Cameron. He's got a full beard, and he looks like a mountain man, and he just graduated high school. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I know. It's so funny. Nate is going to turn 15 in a couple months, and he's starting to get a little mustache.
Got a little dirt stash.
Yeah, Maddy calls it his dirt stash.
Trash stash.
Trash stash. I like that better. But Jeff, I told him that he cannot go to school looking like that.
Mm-mm.
So before he starts school, his dad needs to teach him how to shave. Yes, Tammy, exactly. 9-year-olds built like 13-year-olds. Yes, for sure. And I mean, they're starting their periods younger, and you know, having to wear bras, and it's crazy. It's all the hormones in our food.
Yeah. I was so excited to wear a bra for the first time.
You were?
Do you remember that I would always ask you if I could wear one? And
Yes.
like, you know, your shirt's pretty busy. You don't need it.
Dang it. Yeah, I do remember that Maddy wanted to wear a bra so bad. She didn't need to. Nobody can see your little mosquito bites, Maddy. So finally I decided I would come to a compromise with her. So I took her out bra shopping, and I let her get like the little like half tank top.
The sports bras.
But, right, it wasn't even really a sports bra. It was
Yeah.
just like a short tank top. made her think it was a bra. Oh my gosh, car insurance is total killers, Mary Lou. And I should know because I don't know, did I tell you guys this? I don't know if I told you or not. When we were coming home from our little getaway a few weekends ago when Jeff and I went up to up north for the day. Well, it was supposed to be the night, but it was too expensive and we drove home. I got a speeding ticket on my way home. And so I called to pay the speeding ticket. And guess what? It's 1 point on my license. Yeah, so now my insurance is going to go up. I'm so upset.
That's annoying.
$120 ticket and 1 point on my license. Made me so mad. Oh, your 15-year-old grandson is growing some peach fuzz too? I know. I know. I had my granddaughters on Wednesday. I took them to the zoo, and they're Marie's gonna be
6.
Marie's
6.
No, Marie's gonna be 7.
No, she's 5.
No,
she's
Marie's
in kindergarten this past year. She's going to 1st grade.
Right. She's about to be 6.
Yeah, that's what I said. You just said she's about to be 7.
Okay. And Lila just turned 4.
Yeah, Marie's 5.
Oh, really?
She'll
That's
be
all
6 in September.
Are you sure? No, Marie's going to be 7.
No, she's not. She's
yes, she
5.
is. No, Maria's going to be 7.
I'm texting memes.
I am almost. I'm going to feel really bad if I don't know how old my granddaughter is. Anyways, my youngest granddaughter just turned 4. And my oldest granddaughter is either 6 or 7. Or 5 or 6. Anyways, we went to the zoo and they wanted to ride the carousel. And so big sister says, Granny, they call me Granny. Granny, are you going to hold Lila?
Oh.
Did you get a ticket? Are you going to hold Lila? And I said, I don't know, Lila, do you need Granny to go up there and hold you? And she said, Granny, I'm 4 now. I can do it myself.
Aw.
I'm a big girl. I'm 4.
She always shows me how fast she can run.
Yeah.
And on her birthday, I went over there and she showed me her running. And I said, wow, you're getting a lot faster. She goes, it's because I'm 4 now.
It's because
I was like, oh yeah.
It's because I'm 4 now.
Forgot about that.
Oh. You were embarrassed when you started developing? Oh, Sherry, you couldn't wait to start shaving your legs? Yeah. I remember, oh my gosh, how old was everybody when they started shaving their legs? Joe, if you're still here, this question doesn't apply to you because I'm sure you didn't start yet. Okay.
I think I was 11. I was in 6th grade.
Right. So I can remember we had, when I was in school, we didn't have middle school and high school. We had elementary, junior high, and high school. So our junior high lasted for 3 years, and our high school lasted for 3 years. Our high school was 10th, 11th, and 12th, and our junior high was 7th, 8th, and 9th. So at the end of 9th grade, we would have a 9th grade prom. It was called 9A. I don't know why it was called 9A, but it was called 9A. And so I remember for the 9A, I mean, it was a big deal because it was like your graduation prom, getting ready to go to high school, yada, yada, yada. We wore big formal dresses. People rented limousines. It was a big formal dance. And we had a group of friends and I were going to go together. And I'll never forget Becky, and I won't say her last name. Her mom would not let her shave her legs for the 9A.
Why?
And so here she had this, because this was in the 80s, the short dresses were in style, so here she had this short prom dress, and her mom made her wear her hairy legs with her prom dress to the 9A, because she didn't think she was old enough.
Oh my god.
I know.
I don't shave my legs that much now.
I don't shave mine much now either.
It's blonde hair, so.
Right.
But when I'm in the sunlight, I can really see it.
See, Mary Lou, that's what I'm hoping for. I can't wait till that happens. I remember my grandma telling me that your hair goes away on your legs. I keep waiting for that to happen. See, everybody's saying 12 or 13. Yeah. That's about average. And this girl was 15 and her mom wouldn't let her shave her legs for the formal dance. I felt so bad for her. Oh, Sue, that's all 3 of yours for 5 days. And I believe they tired you out. That, you deserve a medal, my friend, because I could never. Just the 2 of those girls after 1 day had worn me ragged. Absolutely ragged. It was nuts.
They're a lot.
They are a lot. There's a reason why I call them my grand monsters, because they're extraordinarily I mean,
they really know how to like take up space in a room.
Good way to put it, Maddy. That's a great way to put it. Yep. They know how to make their presence known.
Yes.
When Greg was 3, he scaled the shower to get my razor. He shaved everything. Arms, legs, eyebrows.
Oh, no.
To this day, his eyebrows never grew back right. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God.
That's funny. That is too funny. I remember my little sister, she cut her hair all off when she was little. Because for some reason, when we were growing up, I was the oldest of 3 girls. And my mom, I always had short hair for some reason. And I think it's because my hair has always been so like fine and thin. So my mom always kept my hair short. And my sisters, both of my younger sisters, always had long hair. Well, my sister Heather wanted her hair like mine. And so she got into my mom's sewing shears and totally hacked off all her hair. I can remember my mom being so mad at her.
Chelsea, my friend in middle school, she, you get a unibrow if you don't upkeep it. She had a bad one.
Right.
She took a razor that you would shave your legs with and just went right down the middle of her forehead. And her eyebrows started in the middle of her. I think it was Chelsea. Yeah, I think it was Chelsea. I used to think my eyebrows made me look too angry because they're so pointy.
Yeah.
So I would sit at school in middle school with my eyebrows raised all the time.
So they wouldn't look so angry?
Yeah, people wouldn't think I was mad.
Maddy was you know what, it's funny, as a parent, sometimes I don't think you realize what trauma your children go through. Because when my daughters were in middle school and high school, they were very, very beautiful, intelligent girls. And I'm not just saying that because I'm their mother. They were both beautiful, intelligent girls. And I always thought that they would have been like the most popular kids in school. And
Nope.
I didn't find out until very, very recently that Maddy had a terrible time socially in high school.
I did. Well, I had friends, but I had Chelsea.
Right? And that just surprised me to find that out.
Yeah. I went to a weird school, though.
It is a weird school. We live in a school district where, like, it's very, how do I want to say? Legacy. There's a lot of legacy in our district where families have lived in the district and their children have gone to the school for generations upon generations, and so a name means everything.
And if you were in sports, everyone cared about you.
Right. And so we were newcomers to the district, even though Jeff's dad and his family all went to and graduated from our school district. My girls' names were different, so, it wasn't recognized as, a legacy name, and so there was some social,
Yeah, everyone was weird there.
Yeah. Baby's a fast walker. I bet she is. She's probably getting around good now. She's, what, a year old now, Sue? Just turned a year, probably, right? Wasn't she born in July? last July. Tammy said, my sister stole my dad's razor. Oh, no, I just saw that. I already saw that. Oh, no, stole my dad's razor to shave her legs, went up the middle of her leg and cut it all up because the razor open. Oh, my gosh.
The double-edged razor blade.
Oh, my gosh, that's terrible. Ouch. I know, I don't shave unless I have to go somewhere where my legs are going to show. Well, look at that. In all that time, I did all the twos.
Nice.
I got all the twos done. Woohoo! I think I got all the twos. I better double check. Anybody see any twos? Wow, you got a lot done too.
I know, I'm on my second color.
Oh, yeah. Good job. Good job. Yep, I thought so, Sue. I thought it was a year. Oh, it's the same in your school, too. Kids don't have the right name. Exactly. And it's so shitty, isn't it? Like, grow the frick up.
I know.
Okay, good night, Jody. Yeah, we should probably get going, too. I didn't notice how late it was.
What time is it?
It's after 10.
I have to be up early.
Where you? Oh, yeah, Maddie's going to a Detroit Tigers game tomorrow. Oh, you have to tell them about the jerseys.
Oh. Well, I wanted to look cute for the Tigers game, so I went to Kohl's and I got a Tigers t-shirt that was $35. And then I was like, well, I want a jersey, you know? And so I went to Dick's and it was $135 for one jersey.
For a jersey. Can you believe that?
And yes, I did buy it. Don't even know whose name is on the back because I don't watch sports. Baez?
Baez? I don't know who that is either.
But that's the only one they had. I mean, it's cute.
Right.
But it was $135.
That's nuts.
My credit card declined.
Oh, God, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Declined.
And they were like, do you want to try again? I was like, no.
No. No. It's not going to happen the second time. All right, everybody, we're going to get going. Maddie's got to go get ready for her Tigers game tomorrow, and I'm going to go work on my dress for the rest of the night. And I will see you guys next week with my yarn video for sure. And I have an order from DP Clubs to share with you, so I'll see you then for that. All right, good night, everybody. Love y'all.
Bye.